doesn't feel pity or remorse.
You won't let me live. You won't let me die. The world needs you.
What's going on, everybody? This is Eric, also known as Crazy Crab, and I'm coming to you with my review. Very quick, non-spoiler review of Birds of Prey, the fabulous Emancipation Proclamation and Situation Appellation of one Harley Quinn, the real title, too long to memorize. So anyway, how was the movie? A lot of talk about this movie, a lot of it negative, a lot of the publicity not looking too good, a lot of wokeness, the trailers didn't look too good, but all in all, I just saw it. I personally enjoyed it. I also enjoyed Suicide Squad, so don't take my word for it, but I did enjoy the movie. I thought the Birds of Prey were really awesome. I wish they were on screen a little more, but as I watched it, it was almost more like a prequel. And like there's almost going to be a sequel. I don't know if they are going to make any more Birds of Prey movie. Probably not based on how many people went to see it. And I can tell you in my theater, it's Thursday, opening night for this movie. There was 4 people in my theater. I'm sorry, 5. Forgot about me. But that's not what this review is about. This review is about Birds of Prey. And like I said, I really did enjoy the movie. Not perfect, not great, but good, okay? I thought that Huntress was awesome. She didn't have a lot of screen time, but I loved her character. I loved her character when she was kicking ass, and I loved her character when she was trying to kind of be social with the rest of the Birds of Prey when they go out to eat, because she's totally awkward. She's not used to it. You could tell she's been a loner most of her life, and reminds me of myself a little bit when you go out trying to hang out with people you don't know, and they're all drinking and they're all having a good time, and you're kind of like, you don't really fit in very well. So I really did love Huntress. But of course, Harley Quinn, awesome as usual. I loved her in Suicide Squad. I loved her here. She was really, really good. I will say there was a voiceover in this movie, and Harley Quinn was doing the voiceover. At the beginning was fine, but it kept on just going and going. It was a little overboard for me, the voiceover. And also there was some breaking of the fourth wall that sometimes was effective and funny, but most of the time I don't really appreciate that in most movies, unless it's just like an all-out straight comedy spoof type movie. I don't want to see that. But I really did enjoy the Birds of Prey. I thought they were cool. I thought the way they came together made perfect sense, how they had to team up, and they were kick-ass, and some of the choreography was really awesome. And there were a couple of scenes, including Harley Quinn, that I thought were fucking kick-ass straight up. One of them was from the trailer when she blows up that whole plant, when the place that she met the Joker, and actually the actual scene in the movie is prolonged a little bit, and it's sick. It's a badass scene. The villain left a little bit to be desired. Not that he didn't do a good job. Ewan McGregor did a fine job. At the beginning, you can see he's a little quirky, a little out there, a little nuts, a little psychopath, and it works. But then he gets it's a little bit cartoonish, shall we say. As the movie continued on, he's just straight nuts. And I think that character could have been developed, could have been worked a lot better. Some of the fight scenes that included Ewan McGregor Black Mask were just very, very underwhelming towards the end. It's some of the stuff that just happened so quick, I didn't even know what happened. I was like, what was that? Like, I need to rewatch it, I guess, but really shouldn't have to rewatch it. Stuff is supposed to be epic and a little bit drawn out so we can enjoy it. Some of these big scenes at the end, this one, it was kind of like, done. I was like, okay, what happened there? Cassandra Cain was also really awesome in this movie, and the relationship that she had with Harley Quinn and how that developed and the problems they had and stuff, that was really awesome. That was a great dynamic there. And so, you know, I enjoyed that. Had this movie it was all right. I mean, it had action. It was fun. It was entertaining. It wasn't as funny as I think it wanted to be honest. I probably only laughed really out loud, like, honestly, maybe twice. And I think they both involved Huntress, because she is just awesome. I loved her. She was funny without even trying to be funny. It's one of those things, but it wasn't that funny of a movie, and not as funny as they wanted it to be. But, you know, the humor wasn't lame at the same time. It wasn't those jokes like that just don't land, like some in a lot of Marvel movies. You're like, okay, that wasn't funny. That was just stupid. It wasn't like that. It was just moments that, yeah, you kind of smile. Like, yeah, it wasn't as funny as maybe you wanted it to be, but it wasn't like cringy either. So I'll give it that. But yeah, the movie did have very bad strong language, which I thought kind of added to it, made it a little bit edgier, and it actually was pretty cool. I think that added to it, made it a little more realistic the way everyone talked. And again, I'll keep going back to Huntress. She's awesome. Yeah, she had some words to say that I thought were really, really cool. She was hilarious. Okay, she was awesome in every way possible. That's just how I feel. But all in all, yeah, the villain, not much. The story was pretty good. I mean, it made sense. They did kind of bounce around in time a little bit, trying to be Pulp Fiction, trying to be maybe Deadpool a little bit. Didn't work so much. But you know what? All in all, it was easy to follow. You clearly knew what was going on in this movie. You clearly knew the goals. You clearly knew the problems. It wasn't all convoluted like a crazy freaking movie that you don't know where the freak is going on. Like a lot of movies, Batman v Superman. So anyway, I thought it was a pretty cool movie. I'm going to be honest. So I'm not telling you guys run out and go see it if you are not into this, if you're not impressed by the trailers, you're not impressed by the marketing, you don't want to support the movie, I totally understand. Don't support this thing. But if you do want just a fun time at the movies, if you're into the DCEU and you want to continue to be and know what's going on in it, then I suggest you do go check this one out. I'm going to give this movie 7 out of 10. And that's about the best I can do for this film. So anyway, and that's actually pretty good considering some of these other movies in the DCU. It's probably going to rank up there pretty high because I don't like a lot of these DCU movies, despite the fact that I'm more into the DC than Marvel. So anyway, thanks guys for joining me today. Let me know your thoughts below. Y'all have a fantastic day and I'll see you next time.